Hello everyone. Hello everyone. What's up, warrior students? Today it's time for another requested video, and this is the armor penetration biz list that is on Wowhead, like some people said, or asked me to give a take on that. So we're going to take a look at the Wowhead Arms Warrior Guide, and here we are. This is not for, how do you hear, Wrath of the Lich King? No. What? Hello? Hello? Okay. We have to search again. Wowhead Bibliotheca Arms Warrior Guide, maybe? Yeah, I was already looking at this a couple of times, as you can imagine. So here we are, here's the biz list, and the GitHub simulator, like the list on the GitHub simulator, when you just say that you want to sim Arms Warrior, will give you the same exact list. They even have the rings in the same slots here. I think, yeah, this socket is different, isn't it? Yes. So here we have strength and crit, and here we have, but the rest should be relatively similar, right? Yes. So we have the big gems and armor penetration, and the whole set is designed around armor penetration pretty much. Alright, I want to show you something here. Now I hit the simulator, and you want to look at those numbers down here. Ren 182, you're just going to write this down, 182.7 DPS, yeah, and damage per cast is 4161k, yes, 0.4. So for deep wounds we have 1244.5 DPS, and average cast is 1916.7, which by the way is a lot, I think, but anyways. Okay, so back to the simulator. Now we change all gems from armor penetration to strength. So this one, we want a bold gem in here as well. Bold. No, do not match sockets or what? Bold. Scarlet Ruby. This is okay. We change this one. We change this one. On the belt, of course, there's a big Jubilee gem, and this one we want to change as well. And this one, yes, to a strength gem. So we changed everything into strength, and now we're going into the detailed log, and we have our little list here, and we hit the simulator, and you can see those numbers are not changing, and this is, or not, at least not significantly enough, because they pretty much stay the same. If I simulate a couple of times, they will always change a little bit, but this means that they are pretty much on the same, like when we use the full armor penetration socket thingy. And this is obviously false, because rend and deep wounds scale on strength, and they do not scale on armor penetration, because it's a bleed effect. They ignore armor. No, you don't believe me? Okay, so here we are in game. Let's hit this mob here with a Ren. No buffs. 600, what? Ticks for 666. Ah, okay. And now we get some thunder stacks up. We click off this berserker. Okay, we cannot click off berserker. Right, someone told me that in the Discord. So we kind of have to wait here. and hope that it doesn't proc. Enrage, by the way, increases the damage of your rend as well. So get everything off here. And then rend. Okay. It's hard to not have any buffs up, right? So. Okay, to test this with a Berserker enchant is actually almost impossible, so we're just going to use another weapon. So we can see rend ticks for 800 damage with trauma. If we now stack up 5 Thunders, we click up of this, click off this, we click off this again. We can see rend still ticks for 800 exact damage, even with 5 stacks of thunder, so it does not scale on armor penetration, but it does however scale on strength. So if I do a better shout, for example, and I rend now, we got 850 damage per tick. And there you have it. Rend and deep wounds do not scale on armor penetration, but they scale relatively decent on strength. So if we look at some logs, craft logs, you should, I think in a case like this, maybe you should look at your own logs. So I'm going to look at my patchwork parse. This one. I think they're watching soccer, football. So here the SAM attacks, and we can see deep wounds deals like 18% of our damage. Rend deals like 6% here, and then we have like a half a percentage or what from like explosives. So 25% roundabout of our damage doesn't get affected by armor penetration in any way, and this is a big deal. Like if only 75% of your damage gets affected by armor penetration, and you have to make some sacrifices to get a nice value, like to get a nice high value count of armor penetration, then you want to think twice about this. And this is what I did, and from my calculations, strength was better than armor penetration, only by a little bit. And in this simulator, armor penetration is only a little bit better than strength. But if deep wounds and rend do not scale at all with strength, yeah, they can't be. It can't be right. So I do not trust this list, because, now correct me if I'm wrong, I could be wrong on this, but I think that this list got created with the help of the simulator, and this simulator is obviously wrong. Or yeah, maybe I missed something here. Yeah? Maybe I am the idiot here and I'm doing a complete shit video right now, but I see the numbers here, I do the test with the simulator, I do the test in game, and yeah, it should be different here. And if this set gets crafted by the help of the simulator, this set can't be right, because the simulator is not right, at least not from my understanding. So there you have my take on the armor penetration set. I think it's a trap, however I don't think it's going to be performing a lot lower than a strength or the crit version. And if you have an armor penetration set going into Ulduar, maybe that's a better idea actually, because as soon as you get your first armor penetration pieces in Ulduar, this set might be better than the strength set, if you know what I mean. But anyways, I don't think it's going to be this for phase 1, for Arms Warriors at least. Maybe for Furies, because they don't have rend. But yeah, there you have it, that's my take. And I hope you learned something. And until the next one, stay tuned and take care.